Fill Your Spirit YYC followers. This is Markus, and I'm going to ask him a few questions. So, Markus, why is the practice of yoga important to you?
I pause for that because it's such a deep question for me, and I think in the moment of silence, yoga becomes what it is. It becomes what it's designed to do. So before I get to that, I think that when we look at the word yoga, what comes to mind for me is union, and that is the root of the word yoga, meaning yoke, one, union. So union with either the self, union with God, union with the environment, and that's always been a big factor for me in my life. And when I discovered the practice of yoga, Bhakti yoga, which is a devotional form of yoga, which I started studying about 20 years ago, and then later was introduced to Kundalini yoga, Raja yoga, then Hatha yoga, and currently I'm practicing a second and third series in Ashtanga yoga. So never forgetting what that means, the root of the word means. So when you practice yoga, you are discovering yourself in that moment. And beyond that, when I practice yoga, it's an offering. I always think of it as an offering to the Supreme Being, and the Supreme Being consciousness. And through that, you're again discovering yourself. So it's an offering to you. And that is just in the metaphysical sense, and that promotes health. It promotes a healthy body, and it promotes a healthy mind. So being in that state of mind through the meditation, through the movement, in the asana, in a sun salutation, or even in a sitting posture, is engaging in the breath, understanding the philosophy, and being in the meditation, developing a sense of concentration. It harnesses a sense of discipline and a sense of focus. So those are just a few things. I mean, it's really deep for me, but it's a very beautiful thing.
Thank you. That was a great answer. I think a lot of people need to hear this. My next question for you is, what does it mean to be conscious in this day and age, in 2017, to you?
Word that comes to mind for me is awake. It doesn't have to be anything more than that. So what that means to each individual, that's fine. I think listening and understanding what you're intaking through your sensory body, the touch, the sight, the smell, and the audio. So all those things incorporate what it means to be conscious for me and to be awake. So actively making conscious decisions for what it is that you are experiencing. So knowing what your vision is, going after it through the choices you make in what you're touching, smelling, hearing, and seeing. And beyond that, we're getting into sixth senses and metaphysics and telepathy and so on, but that's incorporated in all of this. So
thank you so much for sharing your insight, and we may hear more from Markus at a later date.